Yeah, I hope my voice is audible again. So I hope all the students are clear about the details about PGCT. That's, how to reduce the fees and again how to acquire in your favorite college. Moving ahead, let me brief you about the exam structure. In detail, we will let you know on how to crack the exam, also how to go about with every question by having a time-based, PGCT exam. Because PGCT exam, this is an entrance exam which is completely dealing with how to manage your time. So 150 minutes of 2.5 hours will include 100 questions. So 100 questions, as in each question will carry individual 1 mark. So 100 questions, 100 marks. And of course, most of you had the doubt if it's online or offline. It's going to be completely online. Even during COVID, there was no chances of PGCT exam happening online. So it's going to be a pen-based, completely offline test. It's a MCQ paper. So you will be having 4 sectors under the PGCET exam. The first being proficiency in English language, second being the general knowledge, third being reasoning and general intelligence, fourth being quantitative analysis. So our teachers who has excelled in the separate fields of the mentioned these four modules, we will be explaining in detail during the session. So just have a look at it. What is PGCET? It's a post-graduation common entrance test, and we can be availing, seats in any of the 200 colleges here. And coming with it, who should write PGCET? People who are looking for MBA, MTech, MArch or MCA and ME courses can look for PGCET, not for any other streams. Main reason because these are the costliest, courses. So redemption in your fee structure. So how is the redemption in the fee structure is because here colleges will ask for, suppose 100% you'll have to pay the fee, maybe 5 lakh, 6 lakh. So if you're going through PGCET, you're going to pay only 30% of whatever is the fee. 30 to 60%. It varies from colleges to colleges. So you can decide your college and also, have a look at this. And moving ahead, avail scholarships. Scholarships is not included in the PGCET. Post you joining your college, you will be having an allotment from KEA saying you can be available for scholarships. So this is when you will have to keep your certificates ready, also with the income and caste certificate, mainly very important. That's what we needed for PGCET too. So that's all is important for availing scholarships. Moving ahead, students, please note these are the documents you will require for the verification purpose. If you can read it, it's fine. Otherwise, I'll read it out for you. You need to take the printout of the online application form. I think everybody who has joined the session today should be having a registered PGCET application form. Very, very important. Please download it and take a printout of it. Okay, have 2 to 3 printouts. It's more and good for you. And the fees receipt. So once you've completed the payment, I am sure everybody has completed the payment as of now because it's closed. So once you get the fees receipt, take the printout of the same along with the admit card. Okay, most of you have confusion. What is application form? What is admit card? Application form is just a form saying you're registered. Admit card is for your exam purpose. Over there, you will have to take it out to your exam centers, get it sorted. So this admit card will also include your registration numbers and all the other more details. Your pictures will also come up on your admit cards. That's very important. And 10th and 12th marks card, as well as any certificates if you have, just keep it ready. Also with your degree marks card. Degree marks card as in you would have completed BE or BBA or BCA or BCom. So all these are degree marks cards. Get the aggregate marks cards as well as the individual semester wise marks cards. Keep it ready. That's what provisional as well as your individual semester wise, first to sixth or first to eighth. So all these marks card you will have to keep it ready. So these are the basic details, and let's move on to what all we would include in our subject wise. So first subject in your paper would be proficiency in English language. I request Ms. Uttara Devi RR to brief more about it.
Thank you, Asha. The next slide.
second, we will be having second paper is general knowledge, and we will be having Miss Kusmanan to be handling the paper. Kusma? Kusma, are you on meet? Okay, no problem. So until Kusma gets back, we'll be handling with our next paper. So the third paper which we will be having is test of reasoning and general intelligence. So before I start, I wish Ms. Apurva to continue with our quantitative analysis paper. Okay, so we'll start with general knowledge. So that is the paper 2. Paper 2 you will be having general knowledge and it consists of 25 marks. Miss Kusmanand, can you take over? Yes, yes, you're audible now, Kusma.
aspects also. So in Karnataka, what are the successful management streams? So those which are in news, I'll be telling about that. And quality. Quality of quality skills, those skills. I'll be dealing with. Next slide, please. Okay, in the quality of Karnataka, I'll be teaching about sales. Recently, a few months back, there's a new government has the famous government. So in that, we talking about the new schemes like so these things I'll be covering in general knowledge. Any doubts, any clarification? Students are not. Over to you, Varsha.
Thank you, Kusma. So, myself Varsha Reddy, and I've completed my BCom. MBA, I've written PGCET, and also I know how to appear for a math exam. So, I've been trained for the same. I'm also currently pursuing UGC NET. I also have 2 years experience as a PGCET tutor. So my paper will be test of general intelligence. The reason behind me choosing to, being at part 3, I was chosen to, put as a, fourth option after the other 3 tutors explained about their subjects. Reason because this is one such paper wherein there are all the other 3 subjects included. So we also have questions from English. We also have questions from general knowledge. That's part 2. We also have questions from part 4. That's quantitative paper. So this is a combination of all the same. Along with that, we have some things related to logical. So let me tell you what's the main syllabus we will be dealing with in our paper. First being the series. Second is arithmetic reasoning. Third being odd one out. Fourth puzzles, aptitude, analogy. So we have easier kind of topics, but also the most trickiest. If you're able to know how to manage the time, this is going to be the simplest paper and the most scoring paper. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible. So in series, what we're going to deal with is number series. So what's number series? Number series is nothing but if I give you an example, 1 2 3 dash 5, it's going to be 4. So that's a blank filling, no? So it's not going to be very easier as 1 2 3 4 5. It's also going to be a little trickier with multiplication and addition. Moving ahead, we have our alphabet series. In our alphabet series, so just like A, B, C dash E, F. So over there we fill D. That's how the kids do. But along with the PGCET standards, we will be having to learn about decoding. So decoding is nothing but A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, Z is equal to 26 in the same pattern. So we can all learn the same. Alphanumerical. So it's not going to be only numerical or only alphabets. We're going to deal with both alphabets and numericals. So these are some series which is very, very tricky, also very easy. So mixed series, along with the numbers and alphabets, we also have some tricky series. So it's a combination again, but here in the mixed series you will be having like AA, BB, CC or 1 1 2 2 3 3 in the same pattern. Okay, so once you have a practice with what kind of patterns are going to be coming up, it's going to be very easy for you to understand this. Moving up with our letter series. So for letter series, again, we would require this coding and decoding patterns. I'll be teaching you all of this, and correspondent series. So does anybody know about what is this correspondent series? Okay, in the corresponding series, you will be having some things like, it can be the square roots or cube roots, or it can be a sequence, or it can be a progression. Okay, so all of this comes under correspondent series. It can also be an infinite sequence. So all these are falling under the corresponding series. Moving ahead, as I already told you, we will be having arithmetic series as a part of quantitative paper. So your tutor already explained about how calculation has been made. Again, Here we'll just have to learn the basics of how to calculate the age of we've already learned, no, age of a man is this much, age of a son is this much, what's the age of a father or mother, it can differ. So these kind of age related questions. calculate fair Calculate fair in the sense, what's the cost, what's the fair cost. So what is the money to be paid, what's the cost. So calculating the fares of all of this. Equation based questions is the most easiest. So you should be knowing some tricks in all of this, because having 150 minutes, 2.5 hours is very less. So you'll have to manage the time and be able to solve it very quickly. So this quicker thoughts will come up only with assistance. So these equation based questions are same. So these will have word problems. You'll have to find the equation from that and get the answer, all of these. Moving ahead, odd one out. I think here is where we will also include general knowledge and English. So we will be having pattern based in the sense, suppose if we give an example of three fruits and one vegetable, not going to be very easy, but a little different things like these three rivers are in the same state. The fourth river is from a different state. So which is the odd one out? So that's a part of GK. Coming with our English, you can have some things like we have three words for, we have beautiful, we have gorgeous, we have something called good looking, and fourth word we will be having something called sad. So sad is the odd one out. These are some English kind of odd one outs which we can expect here. Again with months. So months, odd one outs, which month is having 31 days, and then which is the smallest month or something like that. Okay, these differences and all I'll be teaching you during this odd one out session. We will have numbers, odd one outs, series, odd one out. Initially I just told about these series. So series can also come as odd one outs. So the same way the squares and multiples are part of series. So these can also be a part of odd one out. Moving ahead, this is the most interesting part of the test of reasoning paper. The first being blood relations. So have you heard of Vamsha Ruksha? I think most of the students here are Kannada students. So Vamsha Ruksha, how will we derive this? So getting the blood relations, if this person is the father of that person and all that. Okay, we will be having a description. We will have to get who is related to him and what is the relation. This is blood relation. Seating arrangement. So we will have to draw and get the seating arrangements. Along with direction sense, we will be having a trick for all of these. Direction, seating as well as blood relation. How to solve these. And the matrix reasoning. Matrix reasoning, I hope everybody knows what's matrix, but we will have to reason it. So it's not going to be the kind of matrix you solve in maths. So the reasoning of matrix is quite different. So I'll be explaining in detail about that in puzzles. Moving ahead, let me tell you, we will have something called syllogisms, and I hope most of the students would never have heard about what's this aptitude test of syllogisms. We will have two statements, we will have two conclusions. So we will have to understand and do the the necessity. Okay, so here I have a simple example. This is a Venn diagram. So it shows that this is a city. Okay, so I'll give you two statements as an example. One being all the students in the class are in black dress. Okay, so I have just given a description. All the students in the class are in black dress. Only some girls are wearing white and black dress. So this is how I've referred this white example. So it's just telling how do we use the two statements to get the two conclusions. So this syllogism, the example I gave you is also tricky. Also, to understand this, it will take a lot of time. So we would need 1 to 2 sessions to cover up this syllogisms part of it. We can complete it. Okay, so out of the students who are wearing black, we have this white I've just referred, no? We have some students wearing white and black. We also have some students wearing blue and black. So it's just a diagrammatical representation of what these two statements are referring to. Okay, we have questions such as complete the figure. So this is a simple question given up there. So we have a matrix box, a squares, 4 squares making another big square. So out of this, you have to individually take out one box and just show which picture is referring to it. Here it's very easy. D is the option, because you can see 4 corners, 4 dots are there. But it's not going to be very easy, but you will have related kind of figures. So this is a mandatory question. And analogy. Analogy, this is English. So tool and object. Tool and object is nothing but, suppose we use a pencil and we use a related item such as eraser, sharpener and scale. So here to analyze these tool and objects, here you can get odd one out. You can also get the synonym and antonym questions. Synonym is nothing but the same meaning. Antonym is nothing but the opposite. Synonym is like good and good, and we can tell something related to good. Okay, we can tell beautiful and pretty. These are synonyms. Okay, antonym is bad looking and pretty. Okay, so this is opposite, that is meaning of it. Tool and object is the same like that. We can have pencil with sharpener, pencil with eraser, pencil with scale. Okay, so we have a related question already. We should find the answer for it. Cause and effect. If we have a flood, what is going to happen? If we have a a sugar with water, what will happen? Another one, we can have honey with water, or we can have rock with water. So some questions like this will be given. We will have to analyze it. This is analogy part of it. So this is a complete description of all the 4 subjects which is going to be covered in PGCET crash course. So coming ahead, students, you can check out your chat box. So if you can check out your chat box, I will repeat again. Yeah, so today we will be closing up with our registration process, and if you wanting to register, you can go ahead. It's put on the chat box. Students have already registered. Fine, I think out of this 14 to 15 students have registered. So recorded sessions, the rest of you can get it for 499, doubt clarification 99, study materials 499. So if you want to buy a book, it's going to cost around 700 to 800. So I think this is going to be a little better because we are all experienced tutors. We can also assist with predicting the questions. So predicting the questions for your exam can be possible. And module wise and 3 mock tests you can avail it for 399, or if you want the package of all of it, check the brochure. We have all the details from the live sessions until counseling, included recorded, the doubt clarification, the module wise test, the 3 mock tests, and also we'll give you assistance on personal assistance with tutor. You can get it. All this you can get it for 1199. So it's a complete package. Moving ahead, today, whoever is already registered can avail a cashback, or students who have not yet registered, you can again get this 10% if you're referring a friend. So that is our pricing, and it's very less. So let me be a little frank, it's very less compared to the others. So that sums up to our induction program. If you have any doubts, please put it on the chat box and we can respond to the same. Thank you so much.